Okay, Northern Print's been going nearly 20 years. We're a registered charity funded predominantly by the Arts Council, and we're here to support people to make prints or have an experience of printmaking. So we've got an open access studio that anybody can come and use. We run classes and courses, and we have about 4,000 people who work with me there on the classes and courses programme. And then we have this gallery space where we can show work. We have exhibitions that come from printmakers working around the world, but also very much locally. So this current exhibition is work from artists who've been using the studio over the last year. Well, Northern Print's been going 19 years, but we've actually been in Ouseburn for the last 7 years. So I think this is probably the 6th time we've taken part in the event. And I think for us it's grown to become a really important event in our calendar. I think it's 2 really big events for us. It's the late shows in May and the open studios in November, where we draw a big number of people that perhaps wouldn't have come to Northern Print otherwise. So over the weekend we expect to have about 1,200 people here, which is probably, we get about 7,000 people through the gallery a year, so to actually have that number just in the space of a weekend is really important to us to bring new people into the studio to find out about what we do. And often people come back and they'll come in a class or they'll join the studio or just go away having had a good experience and a good understanding of printmaking. I'd say it's free, which I think is great. There's that kind of, why not come and give it a go. You get to see things you wouldn't see otherwise, so a lot of the studios, and indeed our studio here, isn't normally open to the public. So you get a real sense of behind the scenes, you get to meet artists, talk to artists about their work, about why they do it, how they do it. And I think that's a really special experience that you can then take into the work you see elsewhere. It's that sort of real kind of hands-on background knowledge that you get from coming to an event like this. And I think also, we certainly talking to people over the weekend, is that real sense of people who live in Newcastle that didn't know it was here or didn't know some of the organisations that were here, and the sort of richness of the place that they live that perhaps they hadn't known about beforehand.